What's up, guys? XenPorta 2 is moving along very quickly. Putting the video together to show you how promotions now work, but first thing I'm going to do is show you how the options screen looks like. The enable widgets, the view public extensions, they were all listed here, but I decided to move the 6 basic ones to their own check marks so that it's easier for you to set up. There's the basic settings from last time, feature slider settings, and default article settings and auto promote settings. Now, I mentioned this in the beta forums. I'm not much of a fan of auto promotion. I tried to remove it in the last version of XenPorta, and people got upset. I left it in this time, but there's now the option to disable it. If you select unspecified, it will actually use a completely different set of MySQL queries to greatly enhance performance. So if you don't have to use auto promote, I recommend not using it because your website will run faster. And to explain how, let's refresh this page. And this process in 0.1653 seconds. Now let's enable the auto promote and run the same page. And now it processed in 0.3923 seconds. So it does add a significant amount of performance to use, so I recommend not using it. Okay, but moving on. So we've got our portal here. We have the recent news and we have the recent features. Now, in the last version, the news, the article list, and the features were one and the same. They were linked to the same database. This time around, they're completely different, and this is because I got a lot of requests for it last time. People didn't like that if you promoted a thread, it would automatically show up on the features, or you couldn't add a thread to the feature slider without having promoted it first, and people didn't want the same article listed twice on the same page. So now they're separate. And I'm going to show you how that promotion system works. So I have a thread here, lorem ipsum thread. It's got one image attached and a XenMedio embed code. And the promote option has been moved from up here to thread tools. There's now a promote to article and promote to features thing. Let's test the promote to features first. There's the date options. There's custom excerpt test. I'm going to use the defaults. I'm going to choose a file though. And wrong folder. And let's go use that one. Pre-made image. Right here it says images will be resized down to 100 by 300. This setting is actually controlled right here. You can have it set to whatever you want. It really is kind of irrelevant. It's just about how it's stored in your database. And I made it 100 to 300 because this feature over here is about 940 by 300. So putting it, I'm sorry, 1000 by 300. So putting it at 1000 by 300 is bigger than 940. So, it just makes it easier. All right, so we click save. And there we go. This has been promoted to the features list. It's not an article yet. It's just in the features. So we click refresh, and there it is. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. It's in the feature list, and you notice it's not here. Now, one of the things you may be wondering is this is in my administration and moderation forum. So does it respect user permissions? Yes, it does. As you can see, it's not being listed here because it did respect user permissions. All right, so now let's go to promoting to an article. Promote to article. It's a very similar page. You have your date. You have break text. In the previous versions, break text was placed in between pre-break tags. Now they're not. Now it's individual by itself. This makes the whole displaying of articles a lot faster because we don't have to do any sort of searching for text inside of posts. Pre-breaks will still work, but it's just simply as a break. It's no longer as a text identifier. So as usual, default article text. So all these I'm going to leave default. And I can choose my promotion icon just like before. Let's make it the medio. There are some options down here. I can use the custom article layout. Let's disable that for now. If you disable it, everything goes dim. There's also the option to use local comments, discus comments, and Facebook comments. Someone asked if we can have an option to disable the comment layout for replies instead of having it as a thread layout. So I put that option in. There's also option for an author byline. I don't have any of that set up, so you're not actually going to see that. And there's the attachment gallery. The attachment gallery is just that small thing at the bottom of a post that shows what attachments are attached to the post. I mean, if you're writing an article, you probably don't want it there because you want to input the attachments directly into your post yourself so that it looks nicer. But some people ask for it to be there, so now there's an option for it. All right, so let's promote it. And instantly, we have a new format for this thread. It now looks like an article. And there are user comments, the local comments, which would be, this is a local comment. We click post reply, and there it is. And it's in the right format this time, not like XenPorta 1 where it's looked like a thread comment. There's also discus comments. Right now there are none. And there are Facebook comments. Facebook is giving me an error because this is on a private forum, so Facebook can't actually connect to it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. All right. So now we have this. There's also a plus option here. Plus option is for the category system. Now the category system is similar to how it worked in the last version, but a little bit different. We go to see our categories list. We still have our major categories and our minor categories. They work pretty much exactly the same, except slight changes. Let's click on this esports tag. You can promote it to a category or keep it a tag. You can have a custom description. You can change the tag. You can also have it so any tag has a custom skin. Now, let's click this. And when I click this, you'll notice that not all tags are listed, not all categories. There are no tags listed, only the major categories. That's the distinction between major categories and minor tags. Major categories are displayed at the top. So let's see. Let's call this site updates, announcements, and tutorials. Click save, and there we go. Now we have all three here. If someone were to click it, they can see all articles tagged with announcements. All right, let's go back to the page, and let's refresh it because it's using the old version. Okay, there we go. And tags are very similar down here. Tags are basically what you expect out of thread tagging. Now, there is a special permission for two permissions for tagging. There's the, you want to give a user group the ability to tag an article, and there's also the a permission for people to create new tags. So, for instance, I have an existing set of tags here. Let's call this one esports, and as you can see, it searched the existing tags for it. I can also add some other tags, and then if I click enter, those tags will be added to the tag list. And they're very similar to how these work. They're just in a different location and don't show up on the article listing page. Now, the permission to create new tags. If someone doesn't have the permission and they type junk into this, it's not going to create a tag. So right now the tag test does not exist. If I did not have this permission and I clicked enter, this tag would be completely thrown out. But because I do have this permission, I click enter, and now this test tag has been completed. Now I'm going to update this script so that it wipes out the contents of this after I click enter. There's also the gear here, so moderators can edit the existing tags and remove tags. So let's remove these two tags, and now they're gone. And everything is in line, no page refreshing, very smooth. Anyways, that's it for promotions for now. Peace out.